Oh no. No, 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 no.
Netflix have released a new video as of the time I'm recording this. A new video onto their YouTube channel called Avatar the Last Airbender Freeing Iroh Netflix. This is from book 1, I believe it's episode 7, where Uncle Iroh was kidnapped or captured by Earthbenders and Zuko comes to save him. Now, I'm not an expert on Avatar, but I believe that in this scene, they changed so many things and they've ruined the earthbending. I don't know why live action remakes cannot get earthbending correctly. I thought from the trailer, Netflix, you knew what you were doing, but you're not doing it correctly, especially the firebending looks pretty good, but the earthbending... Okay, let's just take this scene first of all. So, like any good remake, I know remakes always change stuff to try and make the story work more realistically. And yes, I know this is a cartoon versus a live action remake. So cartoons have easier physics, while real life acting is bound by certain realistic concepts. But you have people shooting fire out of their hands. So come on, just make it look a bit better. In this Netflix video, Zuko goes to save Uncle Iroh. Now, there are some things they've changed, there are some things they've not changed. For example, when Zuko reaches Uncle Iroh, he breaks his chains by kicking. That was also in the cartoon, so good upon that. The firebending in the Netflix adaptation looks pretty sharp in my eyes. Another change they made is that Uncle Iroh looks like he's on some sort of wooden carriage or something. Yeah, that was not in the cartoon. I understand that it's more realistic for someone to be riding inside like a carriage, but in the cartoon they were riding on these like ostrich animal things. So I get the change, but there's a change that the Netflix version has done that is wrong. Here it is. In the cartoon, when Uncle Iroh and Zuko fight the Earthbender soldiers, they fight in a sort of like canyon place surrounded by rocks. In the Netflix version, they fight like in the forest. You've ruined it. You done fucked up.
You done fucked it up.
You know why? Because the point of the cartoon putting them in the stone place was so that the earthbenders could have a chance against these two very powerful firebenders. The cartoon always understood that for someone to win, their element had to be around them. Even Katara fighting, there was this one part, I don't remember which episode exactly, but there's this one part where Katara was fighting Zuko when trying to save Aang while he was like in this spirit realm. I think it's one of the last 2 episodes of book 1, and literally Katara knew that she was going to win simply because she was surrounded by ice everywhere and Zuko is a firebender, so that one was going to be a definite win.
It's not going to be much of a match.
In this saving Uncle Iroh video, they fuck it up by having them fight in the forest. They were supposed to be surrounded, in the cartoon they were surrounded by rocks so that the earthbenders could have a fighting chance, but no. In the Netflix version, they are pulling stones, let me put that in quotes, stones out of the ground, and it looks like they are lifting these large chunks of loose rock thing instead of fighting with boulders. So let's talk about earthbending itself. Why is the Netflix version doing earthbending wrongly? First of all, these are the motions of proper earthbending. In the cartoon, this is what you typically see an earthbender doing. Number 1, stomping.
I'd hope the Avatar would be less predictable.
Number 2, not all movements involve fists. I don't know why the Netflix version can't get it right. Why do you have to keep doing everything with fists? Why are you lifting it from the ground with both fists? Like lifting a wheelbarrow? Like lifting a wheelbarrow? And then not everything has fists. Aang fights King Bumi, you can see he has some open hand motions. You can even see here there's open hand. There's a lot of open hand movement in earthbending. Not everything has to be with fists. Number 3, just throw the damn rock. You see, that's one of the movements that earthbenders do. They just find a rock and whoa, lift, punch. Yeah, it doesn't have to be every time some complicated movement. By putting these guys in the forest, you've removed the element of having boulders around you. Netflix has ruined that scene by putting them in the forest. They should have not done that. And number 4 movement of earthbending is that sometimes they just use one fist. They can kick the stone, or sometimes they punch the stone. Proper earthbending has a certain type of speed. The rock just does not lift and then dangle in the air. I don't understand why Avatar live action remakes cannot get this right. Obviously, the Netflix bending looks more sensible than the one for M. Night Shyamalan. That one was pretty bad, not gonna lie, because having 5, 6 earthbenders do some sort of dance move and then only one rock floats up did not make sense. So at least the Netflix version looks a bit better. But it's like Netflix doesn't understand that not everything involves double fists, and there's a certain speed that throwing rocks happens at. The cartoon does it so well. I can understand why some people are not going to like this live action remake, because it's ruining so many things that the cartoon did well. But yeah, I also don't get why the firebending can be so dope in the live action remake, and then the earthbending part is just it looks slow and clunky. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that dude. I don't mean to criticize something before it has actually been fully released, but this is the promotional material they're giving you, so it's supposed to be a representation of the full thing. Hopefully when the full material releases 2 days from now, so the time I'm recording this, hopefully other earthbenders will do it properly. Hopefully King Boomy and other people will do it much better than the way these soldiers have been depicted to do it in the live action remake, because here in the live action remake they're not doing it well. Those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Tell me what you thought of this scene. If you've watched it, it's on the it's on the Netflix page, and I did another video regarding Netflix's Avatar. Here, the positives that I feel like it's doing much better than the M. Night Shyamalan. I'll leave it here, then I'll see you in the next one.